Okay.
Hello, my name is Sarah Cavazos, and nowadays there is no denying the everyday increasing pain at the pump. Gas prices continue to soar, and people in San Antonio and across the country are open for any new ideas and new options for getting around town to use as little gas as possible. Until then, expect the dent in your pocket for gas prices to continue to deepen. There are many options to consider when brainstorming ideas on how to save on gas prices. One might consider riding the bus, or purchase a gas-saver vehicle such as the Prius, but you'll add a monthly car note to your monthly budget. But what if there was a solution where you could not only save on gas, but also get in a little exercise as well? San Antonio is becoming more and more biker-friendly. People should be encouraged to dust off that bike and use it more often, or invest in a new one. Maybe the solution isn't the best fit if your job is further away, but this isn't to replace your vehicle, but for maybe a short trip near your home. Bike riding should more often become an additional means of transportation and also a more common way for leisure and exercise. Gas prices are an increasing issue in today's economic society. Any little bit of less driving saves money. According to ArticleClick on articleclick.com, the ballpark figure is that a person spends an average of $55 each time you need to fill up. Now, depending on how far you commute, your everyday commute is to the job or school, depends on how often you need to fill up. And when you compare it to the months, and when you compare it to the previous years, there's a substantial difference. And this puts a pretty penny in the gas tank every time. Cars also create pollution. It's the CO2 emitted by cars that contribute toward global warming. According to the website Environmental Alternatives, pollution from cars is causing serious health problems in America, especially for those of you with respiratory problems such as asthma. And in an article from Men's Health magazine, it was determined that San Antonio ranked the third fattest city in America in 2009. That definitely does not make our city look good at all. So now not only are gas prices on the rise, but so are the pounds of our San Antonio community, including our San Antonio children. Now, because of our city's horrible ranking, San Antonio has begun to make imperative solutions that contribute not just to our city's health, but all of the three problems stated above. A standard bike is pretty inexpensive, especially when you compare it to a vehicle. Engine repairs are not needed, mileage is not a factor, and most important, it doesn't need gas. You can even purchase a bike rack for your vehicle to get closer to your destination and ride and park in friendlier bike areas. And if you wanted to ride the bus, the Via Bus provides bike racks. San Antonio is adding more and more beautiful riding bike trails along the San Antonio River with access to restaurants, city events, and parks. There are even self-service bikes for rent in the downtown San Antonio area. We need to utilize these services. Now, I understand it's pretty inconvenient to ride a bike to work, especially if distance is a factor, but bike riding can be utilized after work and on weekends. Bike riding continues to offer numerous alternatives for everyday activities. Even if it's just a trip to the corner store for lottery tickets and milk, or a Sunday leisure ride with the family. Bike riding creates fewer vehicles on the road, less pollution, and more exercise. And on a side note, if your children don't already have a bike, it would be wise to invest in a bike for your children and have them contribute as well. Have them ride the bike to and from school a couple days a week. That would save you the hassle of dropping them off in the morning and dealing with the dropping off and picking up zones in the school system. It's also hard to run or go to the gym for exercise. It can be easier if you make a family event out of bike riding. Instead of being stuck inside on a beautiful weekend, get yourself, your friends, your family, or whatever company you desire and enjoy best, and take advantage of the bike trails that have been provided to us by our city. Now, not only would bike riding save you on gas, even for short trips, but it would also help you decrease your production of pollution and even squeeze in some exercise. Bike riding is not an ideal form of transportation, but it can be used as an additional form of transportation. And if you were to invest in a bike, you would be more likely to use it and appreciate the activity for what it's worth. You would also appreciate what the city has done for us to utilize our bikes. Ride your bike, San Antonio. Let's help get our city on a healthier note. Let's pollute a little less, and let's save some money on gas. Thank you. Did you get yourself?